Shut your mouth.
I'm talking about Shaft. He's a complicated man, but no one understands him but his woman.
What's going on, family? I'm Scrapbookboxing, Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. I want to take a look at Iran Barkley and Michael Olajide. They call him the Silk. New York's Madison Square Garden. Iran Barkley has stated in the gym that he would never let the Jerry Curl juice wearing defeat him. So I had the pleasure of being in the second row of this fight, and I want to take a look at this fight with you right here on the Museum of the Forgotten Fisticuffs series. What a fight that was. New York rivalry, for sure. Shout out to Michael Olajide. Shout out to Iran Barkley. Two very unique fighters. Let's take a look.
Smash! Michael the Silk Olajide, polished and poised. He appears to have the ring skill, but can he battle his way back into title contention in the middleweight division? Iran Barkley, he's toughness personified. A power puncher with fists that not only threaten but also deliver. Can he smash his way to success? Today from New York, it's a slice of Big Apple boxing. Olajide versus Barkley. I'm in a New York state of mind. Welcome to Midtown Manhattan, and you are looking at Madison Square Garden, once the mecca of the boxing world. And today, the site for a middleweight matchup of two opponents who have a genuine dislike for one another. And they will settle things in the ring in their scheduled 10-round bout. Hi, everybody. I'm Marv Albert, along with the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, and this is not a wrestling-type hype. Michael Olajide and Iran Barkley have certainly been getting on each other's nerves as of late.
And well, they should. They're two different individuals. One's silky, the other one's gritty. One's a puncher, the other one's a boxer. They have different styles. And this afternoon, we're going to see which style will prevail.
And for Michael Olajide, it is a major step forward in his comeback bid since losing that title fight to Frank Tate last October. For Michael the Silk Olajide, 1987 seemed destined to be the best of times. But the ride to the top ground to a halt in October when Olajide fought Olympic gold medalist Frank Tate in a match that the Silk was favored to win.
Originally supposed to fight Thomas Burns, and that fight fell through. And we went through negotiations with Barkley a few times, and they fell through. And they announced the fight out in Vegas with a month's preparation, and I just went out there and I was worn out. I mean, you could see it in my eyes, my physique. I weighed 157 pounds. My skin was, rice paper thin, and I just didn't feel good that day at all. I didn't have that hunger in my eyes.
Olajide, while not overly impressive, has won twice since the loss to Tate, setting up today's bout with Iran Barkley.
Physically, I feel great, and mentally, I feel better than ever. I'm really psyched for this fight. I think Iran Barkley and I are a natural matchup. It's something that should have happened before, and if it did happen when it was originally supposed to happen, I figure I never would have went through the stuff that we had to go through.
To continue his comeback, Olajide will have to survive a trip to the hostile world of Iran Barkley.
I did like the kid, Junior. I did like him, but opposed to going to the fight with Frank Tate and me going to fight Kalambe, he came to me and fell for him one day and said that I was scared to fight him. Well, that really tipped my bomb now. So now he's got his troubles.
While not a championship fight, many see this as a battle for Big Apple bragging rights.
He's not a New Yorker. He's from Canada. I own New York. This is my city, my town, and I'm running him out. I'm tired of everybody talking about he's a New Yorker. I'm the baddest, meanest New Yorker here in the middleweight division. And ain't nobody gonna stop me unless they kill me. And I'm not ready to die.
Some more of the sweet words that have been exchanged between Barkley and Olajide. The fight is moments away. Now, the last time that NBC was here at Madison Square Garden for boxing, it was back in 1977. And it was a quickie, as called by Dick Enberg. Madison Square Garden in New York. You are looking at the tail of the tape, and things even in all departments. Slight weight advantage for Barkley and reach advantage for Olajide. And now, as always anticipated, the fight doctor, RX, starting with Iran Barkley. What does he have to do to win?
Iran box, run, and then box and run some more.
All right, Ferdy, both fighters are in the ring, so let's go to the ring announcer, Ed Darian.
From the Big Apple, New York's fabulous fair form here at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena. Madison Square Garden Boxing. Bob Goodman, Director of Boxing and Matchmaker, and Houston Boxing Association. Josephine Abercrombie and Stan Hoffman Promoters and Ron Katz Matchmaker presents Big Apple Bad Blood, a scheduled 10-round middleweight bout. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of this scheduled 10-round middleweight bout, Arthur Mercanti Jr. Now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First, in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks with the red trim. He tipped in an even 161 pounds. This gentleman has 23 wins, 4 losses with 14 knockouts. He is ranked number 7 by the World Boxing Association, number 8 by the World Boxing Council, and number 10 by the International Boxing Federation. The former Power Americas of the World Boxing Council middleweight champion from the Bronx, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Iran Barkley. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the gold sequin trunks with the maroon trim. He weighed in at 159 pounds. His background has 25 wins and 1 loss. Now he is ranked number 1 by the International Boxing Federation, number 4 by the World Boxing Association, and number 5 by the World Boxing Council. He too, a former Power Americas of the World Boxing Council middleweight champion. From the Big Apple, New York City, ladies and gentlemen, here is Michael, the Silk, Olajide Jr. Olajide.
Good afternoon, Michael. Good afternoon, Iran. You both know the rules of the New York State Athletic Commission. I'm here to enforce them. You are here to obey them. Let's have a nice, clean fight. Touch gloves. Good luck to the both of you.
Well, the rules under the New York State Athletic Commission, scoring on the round system. There is a supplementary point system. Scoring handled by the 3 judges, Robert Perez, wife of referee Tony Perez, Tony Castellano, Victor Suarez. There is a mandatory 8, no standing 8, 3 knockdown rule in effect, which means 3 knockdowns in any 1 round. The bout is over. The bell saves the fighter only in the last round. So Iran Barkley and Michael Olajide underway in this first round, and Barkley goes right at Olajide.
Olajide looking very gun-shy right now, very jittery. He's got to settle down, got to get some of those butterflies out. Barkley is all business coming forth, just wanting something solid to land on.
And there are boxing people who have questioned what you just brought up, the fact as to whether Olajide is gun-shy, as Barkley is able to counter with the left hand.
Well, gun-shy is Olajide's problem. Barkley's problem is much different. He has an eye that's been recently cut as recent as 4 weeks ago. Big, nasty cut. And with a guy that can pop a jab like Olajide, that ought to cause some problems down the line.
Barkley did suffer a 6-stitch cut over the left eye, and that could be a factor. And that occurred back on the 29th of January, although he won a 10-round decision over Sandeline Williams in Atlantic City. That's slip. Olajide lost his balance.
Olajide just too jittery right now. Can't even get his legs straight under. He's got to get some of this ring anxiety off of him right now. He's fighting scared right now. And that's not good for Olajide, but very good for Iran Barkley.
Olajide, 24 years old, born in Liverpool, England, grew up in Vancouver, British Columbia, now living in New York City, the son of Nigerian parents. Barkley, the 27-year-old from the Bronx, record of 23-4, 14 by knockouts. Olajide, 25-1, 17 by KO. Olajide's last fight was here at the Felt Forum at Madison Square Garden early February. Won a 10-round decision over Cecil Pettigrew, although Olajide was not impressive.
And the other oddity is that both of them lost their bid for the middleweight title on the same month, October. Iran Barkley to Calabay, who looked pretty good yesterday in beating McCallum. And of course, Olajide against a good shot by Iran Barkley.
Coming up on 10 seconds remaining in this first round, and a very sharp round for Barkley. We'll be back after these messages.
the Silk just out-slicked him on that exchange. They ran through 5 or 6 very hard punches, and Olajide avoided them all, drawing a big smile from Iran.
One of the only fights that Barkley did not get cut was the loss to Samu Calaves. Barkley says you can call this a make or break fight. He says it's going to make me and break him. And Olajide took the left hand, again lost his balance.
Strong right hand by Iran Barkley, driving him into the ropes. Olajide getting out of there.
Barkley's biggest wins, he stopped Wilfred Sippy on an 8. Took a 10-round decision over James Kitchen. In fact, put James Kitchen down in that fight. He fought Kitchen because Robbie Sims had to pull out of the bout because of a rib injury at the time. Kitchen had lost only once, and he had faced tougher competition than Barkley had.
Nice sweeping hook. Not potent, not doing any damage, but kind of influences the judges. And on comes Iran with that stiff jab and the scowl on his face. Hurting Olajide, he is at the very least intimidating him. The look on Olajide's face as Iran Barkley comes on with a scowl is something to see.
Olajide put down. He's been down a couple of times, put down by Jake. And then early in his career, Roosevelt Green sent him to the canvas, but Olajide came back to knock Green out. That surprised Olajide. And here comes Barkley after pulling Olajide down in the second round. 35 seconds to go in the round. Barkley looking to end it. Wait a moment. Apparently, the referee Arthur McCanny Jr. said keep the punches up.
That gave him time. That may be all he needed. He's not in trouble. The Silk is not in trouble.
Final seconds, second round. So Olajide will last the round.
Now, referee Arthur McCanty Jr. made 2 amateur mistakes as a referee. You don't cut in front of 2 fighters in the middle of exchange to warn them about keeping it up. You yell at him, keep it up, and you can tap his arm in the process. The other one was at the end of the round, he stepped in between the 2 and almost caught a left hook by Iran Barkley. But Arthur McCanty Jr. wound up becoming a very good referee. He was green at the time, learning on the job, but he turned out to be a very, very good referee.
Everything but the building at him. A little bit of time given by the referee might have helped, but it looked like Olajide was in control of his senses.
Barkley has not been a fierce knockout puncher. 27 fights, 14 knockouts. He's won 23 and lost 4, and this is a Barkley crowd for the most part. They've been chanting Barkley, and now he's succeeding with the jab. Again, Olajide lost his balance.
Olajide's legs look like they've lost all resilience. Of course, he's been getting hit pretty hard. There has been some talk in New York that both of these are shot fighters. Their legs are doing tricks on them. Now, certainly Iran is not shot, but it does look like Olajide's legs are not.
The reason why Olajide's legs are like jelly, he is a vegetarian. He doesn't have the fibers that he needs. I mean, either way, he's never really had his balance
Put Michael Olajide down in the second round.
as a fighter.
And again connects with a left hook behind the head.
Olajide has got to settle down. This has got into wildness. He's trying to get wild with him. He's just getting hurt by Iran. He's got to settle down his boxing and movement and let Iran run out of gas a little bit. Right now he's fighting. Iran Barkley's fight. It's almost as if it's an overreaction. Everybody in New York saying you're gun shy, you're a sissy, you're not coming up, and he's trying to show that he can take a punch and come back. Boy, that could be a mistake.
Meanwhile, Barkley taking chances with the lunging right and left. Olajide has fought twice since dropping that 15-round decision. Frank Tate for the IBF middleweight crown back in October of '87 in Vegas. Since then, a knockout of Frankie Owens in 6, and he won that impressive performance, although taking the decision over Cecil Pettigrew.
These are two middleweights that want to end it all with one punch. These guys, every punch is a zinger here.
And we're closing in on the end of round 3. And for Michael Olajide's trainer, his dad, Michael Sr., said, "You're the smarter boxer in the ring." He said, "You're not a gorilla, but you're smarter." And when he said gorilla, I don't think he meant it affectionately either.
Well, he should know. He's been in with a few in his long career. Iran Barkley looks like a guy that can't be denied. He looks like a guy that's just confident he's got the number of Olajide. Olajide's got to establish his boxing expertise, his superiority in movement. He's not doing that. He's standing in front of Iran fighting his fight. And of course, he's lost unofficially all 3 rounds on my card.
This is round 4 from the Felt Forum, Madison Square Garden, New York. Live on NBC Sports World. Mark Albert with the fight doctor, Bernie Pacheco. Iran Barkley off to an impressive start. He got into boxing through his sister Iran, who did some boxing herself, believe it or not. She made her brother go to the gym in order to get over his fears of dealing with a neighborhood bully. And he has been dealing well here with Michael Olajide. Raising right hand by Barkley. Incidentally, for those who may be interested, Barkley's sister Iran had a record of 10 up and 2 down.
Well, 10 foot 4.